the general procedures and conventions relating to the oversight mandate of the House of Commons in the UK, and the accounting responsibilities of the Prime Minister as the head of the UK government. It also looked at the procedures and structures employed to oversee the Prime Minister and the administration of his office. It also dealt with details of the structures employed within Westminster and other institutions to scrutinize the Prime Minister and his office. Now, on return from this visit, which I wish should have taken place in 3, 4, or 5 countries on our continent, the committee came forward with recommendations. And their recommendations, as I've gleaned through a report, which I'm sure will still be debated here, it said that while the South African Parliament already has comprehensive procedures to facilitate oversight and accountability, there remain features of the rules and practices that could be enriched. The National Assembly should remain proactive and open to reforms to support its systems and practices. And it said, in the case of the oversight over the presidency, it said the Portfolio Committee on Planning, Monitoring and Evaluation be mandated to scrutinize the budget and spending of the vote of the President. As this matter has been raised by a number of speakers here, I do believe that what the delegation has recommended is in line with the manner in which the Presidency is able to exercise its accountability to Parliament. And I've said to my colleagues that we have nothing to hide. There is just nothing that we can say we want to hide. And we are accountable to this Parliament. And yes, this type of process will enhance the accountability, yes, of the President and the Presidency to this Parliament. Some speakers raised the issue around the size of the executive. While we continue to seek ways to use the resources of the state optimally and sensibly, we have also had to ensure that we achieve inclusivity as well as balance, particularly now as we have set up the Government of National Unity, which is an unprecedented development in the history of our country, to have up to 10 parties participating in the Government of National Unity. We believe that this is important for ensuring governance outcomes that serve the interests of all the people of South Africa. Yes, the size of the executive will continue to be under review as we move on and as our democracy matures. At this moment in our history, when we face complex and urgent challenges, strong and effective coordination from the center of government is critical. We have seen in practice the value of this approach through mechanisms led by the Presidency, such as the coordinating committees we have set up to deal with challenges such as energy and logistics and the entire reform process through initiatives like Operation Vulindlela. Now, much as one has been criticized for wanting to rely on a number of structures, what I have sought to do is to rely on the wisdom and the insights of as many talented, gifted South Africans as possible, because this is a country we're seeking to build. With just a small team of dedicated officials in the Presidency and National Treasury, working closely with a range of government departments and entities, the reforms implemented through Operation Vulindlela have had a measurable impact on growth and investment. Through structural reforms that we have implemented, we have embarked on some of the most strategic and critical sectors, or have impacted on the most strategic sectors of our economy. As I indicated yesterday, they are in energy, logistics, in telecoms, in visa reform, and in water. It is worth returning to this issue once more because it is important to see the bigger picture. We need to look beyond immediate challenges towards sustainability and to what will inject growth in our economy. By way of example, yesterday a number of speakers rightly pointed out that communities around the country still suffer from acute water challenges, poor quality of water and such. And of course, a number of ministers who came to speak here did put facts on the table and were able to disprove some of the statements that had been made here. Some call for the issue of water as a key departmental issue to be located in the presidency. The reforms that are underway in water, like reinstituting water quality monitoring systems, developing a raw water pricing strategy, and establishing Water Partnership Office to develop water infrastructure, have direct and material benefits for service delivery. Improved water infrastructure ensures more reliable and sustainable water supply. Water quality management systems mean cleaner water and a reduced health risk for our people. The ultimate beneficiary is the people of South Africa and the strengthening and enhancing the economy of our country. The same can be said of the other reforms being implemented. These are not some abstract plans going on, somewhere. They are laying a robust foundation, perhaps the 10 foundation stones that one honorable member spoke about, for sustained economic and social progress. A number of honorable members also raised the important issue of the reform of our state-owned enterprises ownership model. Now, as I indicated in the opening address,